Today we're going to steps for improving your computer's speed and performance. These are simple tasks that anyone can complete easily and should be done regularly to maintain your computer's health. First thing I'm going to look at is disk cleanup. If you go to all programs, accessories, system tools, and we see disk cleanup. Load up the program. You can select the drive you want to clean up if you have more than one. We're going to work this on C and calculate the amount of space on your system. And then once that's done, the program loads up. You'll see a list of things that you may wish to delete off the computer, which is downloaded programs, temporary internet files, offline web pages, etc. Next to those, it shows you how much data that those programs are holding, and therefore how much data you'll free up by deleting them. There's no point in deleting the downloaded program files because there isn't any. Similarly with the files, but we can remove offline web pages and the debug dump files. If you select the ones you want to remove, we'll just click OK. It will check that you're sure you want to do it and delete files, and those items will be removed for you, freeing up space and helping your computer to run more efficiently. Next thing we're going to look at is disk defragmenter, which is to be found in the same place. So it's all programs, accessories, system tools, and here we see disk defragmenter. Disk defragmenter has been around on every Windows version pretty much ever created. In fact, all these steps you can run on XP, Vista, Windows 7, which is what we're using today, and older versions as well. Disk defragmenter does seem to take a minute to load up lately. I'll pull it up there, and we'll see the drives I've got on the computer, how fragmented they are, and then we can select which one we want to do and what we want to do with it. Disk defragmenter runs automatically. At the moment it runs at 1 o'clock every Wednesday, so in actual fact you won't need to run this program very often, but sometimes it's good to just check it's working and do it yourself anyway. We can select the drive we want. We can either analyse the disk, which will tell us how fragmented it is, or we can go straight to defragging, which will then clean the disk and put all the files back together. Unfortunately, hard drives don't store their files in one contiguous section. They spread them out across the entire drive and will actually split individual files up into small segments across the drive. This slows up the time it takes for the computer to access said file. So by defragmenting them, sticking all those files back together in one place, the computer can more easily and more efficiently find the file and access it. Unfortunately, disk defragmenter for Windows doesn't always work very efficiently, and some other programs may give you different and better results. I actually use Ozlogic's disk defrag as well as Windows defrag just to make sure everything is fully defragmented. And with disk defrag by Ozlogic, you also get the nice little pattern that shows you the files that are being defragmented. Always nice to see a little pattern there. So that's those two programs. If you find your computer is running slowly on startup, takes a long time to load in, you may wish to switch off some of the programs that it loads up during startup. To do that, we just click Start, and in the search box we type msconfig, hit return, and the system configuration utility loads up. The section we're interested in looking at today is Startup. We click on the Startup tab, and you see a list of extra programs that your computer has on it that load when the computer switches on. Not all of these you'll want to load up. Some of them you will, such as McAfee Internet Security maybe, or whatever your antivirus system is. That's always a good one to have load up. But realistically, a lot of them you don't need. You don't need iTunes to switch on the moment your computer does. You don't need Adobe to load up the moment your computer does. You don't really need Office to load up the moment the computer does, or Steam for that matter. So we can click these off so that they don't load up startup. The program still runs, and the moment you double click on Steam or whatever application you want to use, it will load up. It just won't load at startup for you, which will speed up the process as there's obviously less things to load. We just click apply on the items we want to do that, click OK, and it will tell you that you need to restart. You can restart now or you can restart later, but if you restart later, the changes won't take effect until you have actually restarted the computer.